Hey guys, it's Bubba with Chai Tea. Welcome back to the channel. I am so happy for this episode, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys clicked this video because of what's the title, and I'm not even kidding you, it's 100% what happened back on April 26th on that Sunday. And I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, I'm still like waiting for the upload from Naver to just fangirl even more, because I'm not gonna be the jail seasonies and watch the YouTube versions. So before we start that, I want to say a huge shout out to you guys, my Kdreamers. Lots of hugs. I'm gonna give you guys hugs. I need to give you guys hold on. There's my hug to you guys. I feel like Chan from the Stray Kids giving you guys hugs. But did you guys know, happy anniversary! It's our 1-year anniversary of you guys, Kdreamers, on this channel. Yes, I've been on YouTube for many years now, and I haven't surprised you guys or celebrated with you guys the anniversary, but this year anniversary means a lot to me because it's officially the whole series of me making videos to NCT 127's Neo concert, which happens in May. And it's crazy to think that the year has gone by since NCT last performed here in Toronto and then performed on their whole tour, which they were supposed to come back this year, but unfortunately because of the pandemic we're slowed down with concerts. But Beyond the Live is going to be doing that. But like I said, thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, viewing my content, leaving comments, asking questions, and of course seeing me in person. Some of you guys had the opportunity to meet me, and I had the opportunity to meet you, and that means a lot to me because I'm able to connect with you guys and some of my subscribers who are now my friends in life. You guys know that I love meeting good people. I'm kind of shy, I'm an introvert, what do you expect? But it's great to meet you guys. I really like it. It's really interesting to hear what you guys like to say or suggestions. I know I haven't done a lot of suggestions on the channel often. It's just because of like every time I shoot a video, I promise I'll edit it and put it out, and then it just doesn't happen. Like, you guys feel me? It happens. But anyways, without further ado, let's get to the video, which is starting out. So let's talk for a second, guys. So if you didn't know, Super M, NCT Dream, NCT 127, Wavy, and Super M, they have created this whole new platform on V Live, which is Naver, where it's called Beyond Live, where essentially is they're giving a concert to fans, but you have to pay to watch. You cannot watch without paying. Like, you need to get this code, purchase the code, then go to V Live the day off when you get the code and watch. So that's what had happened on that's what was gonna happen on the 26th, the Sunday. But within our Canadian time standard, it started at 2 a.m. Canadian time, so which meant still Sunday regardless, right? But it was just in the morning. So for that, Naver had a contest associated with Yes24 or your Naver V Live account, where if you had purchased the ticket with the VOD and then your light stick or whatever, you could enter the concert. Enter the contest. And what all you had to do was you had to have the Lin app. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that whole app thing wrong. It's the purple one right here. I'm gonna link it. And you have to pretty much, you can get a free membership and you can sign up and you can follow Wavy, Super M, EXO. You can like follow all of EXO, all of SM Entertainment artists on there. So I had done that. I'm already like a ACE member for NCT. So I followed the rules by commenting on Super M's open application. So it's this application that was asking, like, anybody who wants to participate in Super M, asking them questions or such like that. So I was like, oh my god, should I do it? Like, I was freaking out. I'll remind you, I was freaking out. I don't know if I should have done it or not, but I was like, you know, I need to have some background or ask some questions maybe to my friends in the US if it's a good idea to purchase it, because remind you, the tickets were $33 US, which is a little bit more Canadian. So I was like, you know, let me ask my friends. So I asked my friend in the US, and she was like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna get it, I'll probably wait till the next day off, blah blah blah. She was just talking around the bush, and I was like, you know what, I was at work, and what I did, I bought it while I was at work, and I was on the fly. I went to the application that says, you know, would you like to participate in Beyond the Live for Super M? And I said, yes, I want to do that. You know, shoot my shot. Like, shoot my shot. Why not? Shoot your shot, guys. Like, Who said no? So I did. So it asked you to write your name. Of course I wrote my name. Then it asked you to say your nationality. So not Canadian, but your country you're from, so Canada. And then they say put your purchase order. So that's there from yes 24 where I purchased. And then it asked you a question for individual member. So my individual question for a member had to be Taeyong, because you guys know Taeyong is my 127 bias along with JM. So my question was, Taeyong, what member do you look forward to or look to for support while on stage if you ever make a mistake forgetting lyrics or choreography? So that was the first question. The second question had to be one for the group. So the question I had asked the group was, is there a ritual you need to do before going on stage, e.g. eating your favorite snack? Who knows? We just want to know. We know Mark likes eating watermelon, because apparently it's in every green room he goes when he was on tour with Super M. So that was my question, and I clicked send and let it go. So that was on the 21st of April, right? So then I got the details, whatever, and I submitted. So then now here we are, the 23rd. So we're getting really close now to the show time, which is on the weekend. And I'm up till like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I get an email and says like, oh hey, this is Beyond the Live future V Live, like the content like V Live. And then they're like, hey, here's your pin for the concert. I was like, oh cool, yeah, I'm so excited, I can't wait to watch it this weekend, you know. So then now I go to bed and I wake up now, and it's now still the morning of the 23rd of April, and I'm on the computer on my laptop. I'm just typing away. My mom's on the phone, and I kid you not, I get an email, and I was like, Beyond the Live SM Town, and I'm sitting there like, why do I have an email from Beyond the Live SM Town? That's weird. Like, I'm pretty sure that I got the email already with the code. So I opened the email, and here we go. Here is where I dropped my cell phone. I started screaming, and tears came out like crazy, and I couldn't like hold back. Like, it was just bursting out. And my mom laughed at me, and my aunt from away laughed at me. They were on the phone, they saw me crying. I don't know why, I just started tearing up, because my whole thing about this is I really wanted to go to Super M in Vancouver, but of course it's another province. Like, who's gonna fly out to another province? Well, there's a lot of people who do that, right? But I couldn't, and I wanted them to come to Toronto. Like, I really wanted to see Tay-Tan so bad. You guys have no idea. Tay-Tan is like my alt. And for them to go to Vancouver and not come to Toronto, it really hurted my heart. And then, yeah, so back to the video. So then I saw the email, and it says, Beyond the Live, I'm reading off my laptop, guys. Beyond the Live Super M request for approval of their use of a portrait image regarding Super M video talk session. This was in 9/29. Guys, sink that in. They're asking for permission to use me, my image, my video content of myself. Winners participants of the video talk will be drawn from those who send us approval email, and the winners will be announced 6 p.m. on the 26th. And if you disagree, then you can say you disagree, and then they'll just disregard you. But if you pretty much say agree, then what happens is they pull you in a batch with all the other people who entered the contest, and then they draw from there who's going to be talking to them personally and asking the questions. But you are still part of the contest and part of the whole like Super M thing. So that was that. I quickly said yes, and I was like, okay, I need to take a minute to breathe, take a walk, shower again for the second time, because I'm like working up a sweat in my tears. So I did that, and then right when I did that, I got a message on the Listen app that said, congratulations to all 160 participants plus 30 people who are on the wait list. So I was confused, because the email came first, and then the Listen app sent me this whole different announcement. So I was like, okay, well, whatever, I'm gonna look at the announcement. So I looked at the announcement, and it had 160 people, alphabetical order, and it just said your name, your first name, last name, your phone number, and I think your purchase order, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember it, but yeah, it did. But it didn't fully had your name. It had like my first name, Shannon, but it says SHA and then ... for the rest of the letters. So pretty much it didn't give off your information right away, but it kind of did. So then I don't know what made me be the biggest fool that I am. I went straight to the wait list, and I didn't even find my name, and I started panicking. I was like, I couldn't find my name. I thought I won the contest. Like, I was an idiot. So I breathed, and then I went back and I looked on the 160 list of the participants who actually won, and then I was like, oh my gosh. I scrolled all the way down to like the almost the bottom. I was number 151 with my name, and I was like, yes, we succeeded. Super we won the contest. Like, I was just so beyond excited. You have no idea. So this was after I sent the email saying agree, wada. The next day, it's the 24th. So this is the 24th of April, and the first email I got was around 7:30 in the morning, and it was this long email with like 4 documents sent to me. And in the 4 documents, I'm not gonna expose and say personal information of SM, because they said if you do release that, they're gonna ban you from SM, like step participation, and we don't want that. So all it was pretty much just telling us, to us participants and waiting us personals, that here's how we're gonna connect with you guys, and it's pretty much through an app like Zoom, and it tells you how to download it for your PC, your laptop, iPhone, Android, whatever. And it tells you that we're gonna have rehearsal with the 160 people that won the contest, and the 30 wait people are gonna be part of it too, but they're not initially gonna be like cared for. So it's like the 160 people are the most important people, and if you ever disconnect through the rehearsals, it's onto the one of the 30 people who are on the wait list. So we're like, okay, cool, we know that. 10 p.m. Canadian time, so that's 11 a.m. Korean time, before the rehearsal starts at 3 p.m. KST time, which is 2 a.m. Canadian time. So that's like a whole bunch of things. Let me just break it down. Let me just make that clear. So I had to stay awake Friday night from 10 p.m. till 3 a.m. Canadian time to ensure I was in the rehearsals. And then when I was in the rehearsals, I didn't know how long rehearsals was gonna take. I really did not know at all. Like, I kid you not, I did not know. So anyways, I got the pen and I waited. I did my makeup. I wore something simple because I was like, okay, we're gonna be on camera with like SM staff and like people around the world. Like, I don't know where these people are calling from. I don't know who might see. So I got dressed up. I set up my stuff, and we got in. So it's now 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm trying to get into the whole video chat, and after the 1:45 a.m. you cannot get back in. They're locking the chat. So then I kept, you know, stuttering, keep worrying, because I was worried, like, what if my connection sucks and I get cut off and I don't get to stay in? So then I kept, you know, playing with the Wi-Fi, trying to make sure everything was fine, and everything was fine after 1:45, which is so hilarious. So anyways, 1:45 came. They lock the chat. I'm in the chat, and we're all there. Like, it's 100 and something of us. Like, we're all there. We're paying attention. We're ready to go, and we're waiting for SM staff to talk to us. We all have our headpieces, and so everyone's screaming. People are saying stupid stuff. People are playing all kind of jazz. Like, I don't know what the heck's going on. But anyways, I was waiting. I wasn't saying anything. I was like real quiet, because I was like, you know, what's the point of me making myself a fool and talk? Like, all these people are just talking, you guys talk, like, that's just weird. So I waited, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, this is Beyond the Live SM staff. We're ready to start rehearsals with you guys. We're gonna show you some videos. We want your feedback. So the videos, they control our screens. So just like Zoom chat, where they can control and show you stuff, presentations. So they controlled us, they muted us, and they start playing dropping. So we're like, oh cool, we're seeing dropping, and then it just started freezing, whatever, like, you know, technical stuff. And then at one point they zoomed out of like the chat, and then we can see this whole gridlock, and then you can see like a stage, like, right? And we thought, well, it's just graphics. So then they continued playing the video and asking us to compare. So then we compared, and we said, oh, 2 is better, 1's better, 3 is better. There's like, okay, cool, thank you for the feedback. And then we're just waiting. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey guys, we want you to scream. You heard me. They said, we want you to scream. So I'm sitting here like, you guys want me to scream? So then I screamed. I'm like, ah! Like, I'm literally like busting a lug. And here's like literally the video of me screaming my lungs off, where it tells us to scream. So I'm screaming and screaming and screaming, and then someone says, "Oh my god, guys, Super M is going live on Instagram." So while that's happening, someone said they were live and they were watching while we were doing our rehearsal. So I didn't take it on, to be honest. And then we kept screaming. They're like, good, keep screaming more and more and more. So then we kept screaming, and then all of a sudden they're like, "So we see the boys." I'm like, "You guys are like losing it. Like, no one's seeing the boys right now." So then all of a sudden we were zoomed out, and guess what we saw on screen? It's that video that's circulated on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, V-Live app, and Forbes magazine, ABC Canada, or an ABC USA. The video of us meeting the boys. Oh my gosh, I completely lost my bananas. Like, you guys have no idea how much bananas I lost. John, where's your banana? I lost my bananas, to be honest, just because the way I was placed on the screen. If you guys can find me, clap for you. But I was literally on, like, soon as they brought up the camera like this, and you can see, like, when they were trying to like show the boys, like, Lucas and Taeyong talking to us, I was on the first grid. And then when you go to the main screen where Lucas was talking and Taeyong was talking, I'm actually at Taeyong's feet, right at the bottom, the second one after the teddy bear. So I was like prime on stage and like zoomed all the way up. But on my screen, I can just see the boys and we can hear them, and we were talking and they were like, they can hear us screaming, and we were just like going nuts because we had no idea they were going to be there. No idea. Like, this was a completely surprise to us, and I was taken back, and I was like, oh my god, like, I was freaking out. My mom was like, why are you freaking out? And then when I hung up, I explained to her that they were there and they saw us throughout the entire rehearsal. So they were seeing what we were doing, they were hearing what we were doing. So it was pretty awkward to see them, just the two of them, like, look at us, and we're like, oh my god, like, they know we're here. So that was a huge surprise for us, and that kind of made up my night, staying up, because I had to go to work the same morning. So that was night number one. This is a really long video, I'm sorry. So now we're getting to the morning of the show. So this is Sunday now, the 26th, and it's now the show. So just before, like I said, that had happened this Friday night, they sent us at 10 p.m. the code. So they did the same thing on Saturday night at 10 p.m. They sent us the code for the night, for Sunday morning for the V-Live, and we were supposed to have rehearsal the exact same way we did the night before, where they just wanted to know how was the video, was there any technical issues and such like that. So we were all hyped up. I got dressed, you know, like, I was super ready to see the whole concert. Like, you have no idea. And oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So we didn't know Red Velvet was being a part of this whole live thing. We knew that we had to get a pink item, so that was already known to us since Friday night. So we just didn't tell anybody, but we knew about it. So that was our secret mission. Yeah. So I had my pink Taeyong cheer banner that I used in the 127 concert last year. I thought that would be a good idea to use it. Trust me, it was the best idea, because you could have seen me all through that broadcast with just that. So anyways, it's now Sunday morning. We're approaching showtime, and we're cheering. They're having us cheer again after watching the video. So now all of a sudden I have my laptop open and I can see V-Live boot open, and then you can see, like, all of us on the screen initially, and you can hear us cheering. I'm pretty sure you guys could have heard us cheering. But on my cell phone that I have watching the app that we're on together, it's actually direct from the microphones and their ear-ins. So what I mean by that is that whatever they speak, we hear directly. We don't hear what you guys hear. So we were told to use 2 sets of headphones, one from another device and one to connect to talk to them. So the one to talk to them, like I said, it's an ear-in. You can hear everything they sing. So throughout the whole entire night, I'm pretty much listening. I tried to mute my laptop at some point, so this is why I didn't watch a lot of the live through the laptop, I just watched it off my cell phone screen, because everything on my cell phone on the Zoom chat was the fastest. It was the direct live feed, faster than the laptop. So what I was seeing on here was what was happening, and then here on my laptop, the actual live you guys are watching are jet lagged. Like, it's lagged. You guys don't get the exact same feed we get. So I was pretty much staying on my cell phone, just watching and listening, and I was shocked because hearing the natural singing voices of them and not that loud music of like the overriding, you don't hear that much. You hear just this much music, but this much like of their voice. Like, everything is purely their voice you're hearing. So I was going crazy because I can hear just their voice, the rasp, the breathing, everything. Like, it was just direct from the input to the output was us, and it was crazy. So that was that, and I honestly enjoyed it a lot. And even though I wasn't part of the team who asked the questions, whatever, it's cool, but to be a part of something like this is amazing. I'm a lot on the screen, and at some points I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I wish that I was able to ask Taeyong a question, or Lucas, or Kai, or Taemin, but you know what, it's all good. We all came there to support Super M and our boys, of course, and it was amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but what was funny was midway through the performance, so when they were talking to us, just right I think right before Mark did his funny is your Wi-Fi okay, so just right before that, let me give you guys a secret. The server crashed. The server crashed. I kid you not. I have the email, I have everything. The server crashed to a point where it was like everybody was kicked out. If you still had connection, you were still listening, you can still hear the air in of their voices, or you could still hear music, or you can still see. Some people were kicked out. Some people couldn't see, people couldn't hear, people couldn't type, people couldn't do anything. And I was so fortunate enough that I was still in and I could hear and see everything, except at one point when it had the except for one point when the server has crashed. It starts saying trying to connect to server, trying to connect. I was freaking out. I was like, please don't tell me I'm gonna lose connection, please don't tell me. So I kept clicking, connect. Then all of a sudden there's a message from Beyond Live team. They're like, hey guys, we're gonna have to say log off and close the app. We're crashed. We officially have crashed the server. We want you guys to join back in 5 minutes. So I closed, and I was stuck watching on my laptop, to be honest, for like 2 minutes. And then while watching my laptop, I get an email from them, and they're like, hey, this is Beyond the Live, this is an urgent email to you, just letting you know, sorry for the inconvenience, please log in after in 5 minutes. Is the same chat room. So that's why 95% of the board, for when they were asking questions with Mark, with him asking, is your Wi-Fi okay, it wasn't that girl's Wi-Fi, it was actually the chat we use crashed. The server crashed, and people who weren't able to get back in, they were just kicked out, and that's why the board was so empty and didn't have much people. But I got in. You could have seen me at the very top. I'm pretty sure they saw my wacko self just screaming and going, "Wah! Super M!" I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. There's the photo. There's the photo. Okay, here you go. So that's what actually had happened. We crashed the server. So that was that. We continued the rest of the show, and it went well. And then you guys saw the talk and interact with us, where they were talking, and then you heard screams, right? Those were actually our screams. We were screaming the entire time, and then they just unmuted us for them to hear, but they were just watching us the entire time. We had no idea. There's actually a screen right in front of them. So this is how I'm performing, right? So see, I'm performing right now. The camera is where their screen is, where they can see us. And behind the checkered board where you guys saw, they showed the background of whatever to the performance they were doing, and then they would show us afterwards. But regardless, they were still seeing us, which was crazy. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but that's what they were doing. So yeah, that's how Beyond the Live planned out. And to be honest, we finished around like 5-6 a.m. in the morning here in Toronto, and I was dead. Like I really didn't sleep after that. I couldn't believe I stood awake the whole time, surprisingly. So yeah, that's how Super M's Beyond Live went. It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that it was the best experience ever being part of it. Um, I didn't know this was gonna happen, and I didn't plan for it to happen, and I wanted to share it with you guys a lot sooner when it had just happened, just so I'm fresh off the feels. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it because I was waiting for Super M or SM Entertainment to upload the Naver version so I can watch it and talk more about it, just to give you my view versus what you guys are gonna see. But I couldn't because it's still not uploaded. It's been a week now. It's gonna be 2 weeks now technically, because this weekend it's gonna be NCT Dreams upload, and they still haven't uploaded anything, which is crazy. But anyways, that's okay. I have a lot to take away from it, and I do appreciate a lot SM for having this concert. I apologize, guys. My camera just died on me midway making the video. And yeah, so I wanted to say was that was my experience with Beyond the Live. And if you guys do have cash and want to participate, I would say go ahead and do it. If you know the chances are you're gonna win the contest, why not? It's like amazing to give our support and love to them. I know we may not afford it, and if you do, if you can't, do it. If you're not, then just wait. Just wait. That's all I have to say to you guys. But it was well worth participating in this. I really, really enjoyed it a lot and hope to watch the rest of the video on the V Live again, the upload, because I really want to see how crazy I looked. I already watched myself with Tay 10's performance screaming my head off. So till the next time we meet again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's appreciated. To look forward to the next video that's going to be coming out soon. It's going to be a cooking video fail with me. Let's just say that I tried to make the best I can a danmuji, so it's pickled radish, and I failed just because it was a lot of daikon and not enough sugar, vinegar, and all that stuff. We'll talk about that in another video, guys. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching me in this video. See you guys soon. Love you.